Another milestone for Duluth's new professional football team in the Arena League, which starts play next summer. You'll remember back in August, the Arena League Duluth announced its new team here and logo as the Duluth Harbor Monsters. This came following the league's announcement back in early April that professional football would be coming to Duluth and their appointment of the new league team owner, Brent Labrie. But what's a team without a head coach? And this morning we get to announce that head coach exclusively here on Northern News Now. Joining us is the Arena League's Duluth General Manager Steve Walters here next to us on the outside, as well as the league's newest addition, head coach Tony O'Neill. Good to have both of you guys here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, now I know you have a connection here. You're an assistant coach right there at Denfeld High School.
Correct.
And you have Arena football experience as well. Tell us about that background and how it brought you here.
Arena football is a very fun sport. Right after college, I went into the IFL with the lacrosse Spartans there in Wisconsin. Played for 2 good years under Gilbert Brown, the former Packer Hall of Famer gravedigger.
Fantastic. What was your position? Where did you play?
Defensive end.
Okay.
Yeah, defensive end. Very fast pace until I came upon an injury in my shoulder, so I kind of set back a little bit and couldn't come back from that. But it's been a great experience.
Well, we're going to talk about how you prepare here in a second, but let me ask the general manager of the team here. Right now, of course, you've got a summer start.
Yes.
But what is the task at hand for you right now between now and next June?
Well, while it may seem like there's a long time until then, we have a lot to do until then.
Yeah.
For starters, we have to hire the whole entire team.
Right.
Which will be leaning heavy on Coach Tony here to, one, do a lot of film watching. You have so many players that have already reached out. You already have players in mind that you already want to speak to and have already spoken to.
Correct.
So when it comes to, one, building the team, that's a big element that we have. Beyond that, we need to integrate ourselves as much as possible in this community. We have so many different corporate sponsors that we're meeting with. We're going to be inside of your businesses. We're going to be everywhere all the time. We want to be a part of charities. If you guys want to talk to us and want us to be a part of anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. We want to be big in this community.
Yeah, how has that player development happened, again, as a head coach with a roster that hasn't been established yet? That kind of brings some unique challenges, right?
It does, it does. Currently right now, emails flooded with film. Going through film and finding the time to set the board and give grades to bring in the right guys. We want to make sure that we have the right players here, the right players in place, strong-minded, fast, physical individuals.
And you'll have tryouts here?
Yes, we will.
Yes.
That'll be after the new year.
Okay, very good. Well, there's so much I know that you guys are preparing for, but we're excited to announce you being the head coach and having you here on the show. It's been fun to see this develop, and we're looking forward to the kickoff in June.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thanks again for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
You bet,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it.